Time is moving so rapidly. I mean, it's like that's why I'm so accustomed to the natural world, and I really appreciate it. It fascinates me way more than the artificial world when I was young, when I was watching television. Now everything about nature excites me. I'm fascinated with it. And I think that a lot of people will start to realize that once they see that everything is so affiliated with the simulation, as they call it, because cycles are moving so rapidly. 2030 is going to be here next week, and hypothetically, it's 2026. But let's think about something. In 2012, in Ethiopia, that was 2021 for us. But the 2012 in Ethiopia really does make sense now because the Mayan calendar said in the 2012 that doomsday would be here. And what did we experience in 2021? So that's evidence to let you know that that Gregorian calendar we follow, I think it was done purposely to throw us off and knock us off sync with the cycles. But now, let's just think about it in the present. In a so-called 10 years from now, that'll be 2034, 35, or 33, whatever. But if we think about the way things are moving now and how everybody has really took their mask off and everybody is moving towards artificial intelligence, because like I said in the other film, artificial intelligence is in a race with us and becoming God. And if artificial intelligence wins the race of being God, it will control every aspect of our life like it is already almost. Every decision we make. Because a lot of people, because they're so fascinated with material things and having money and money, they're going to do anything when it comes to that bag, so don't let them lie to you. All them same people that's selling out and killing over money, you think they're not going to take a microchip, rather biblical or whatever you want to associate with it? You think a person that will do anything for money is not going to sell their soul? So yeah, a lot of people are going to surprise you, just like they took the other thing that nobody thought that people would just take. And now look how everyone's suffering. You know, they done banned me so much on social media and whatever, shadow banned or whatever, man. I don't even care about the financial aspect. I love just giving the message because that's my payment, just knowing that somebody is listening. So listen to this. In the next 10 years, I guarantee you, everyone will damn near be a cyborg or they'll be Pharaoh, surviving off the land if they want to call it Pharaoh. But guess what? Growing your own food, enjoying the sunshine, understanding nature, and being in tune with the real natural aspect of life is paradise for people like us. Because I don't need a microchip to let me know that I have extrasensory perception. I don't need any kind of technology to let me know that I'm gifted or I have an understanding of everything around me. And now, the new generation, they're more numb to all the natural things. They don't understand the natural. They understand more of the virtual world. The virtual world makes more sense to the new mind than it does to the old school. So we have to understand that there's going to be epidemics, pandemics, or whatever you want to call it, that people have done by their own choice of eating this GMO food or whatever results come from that, because we have learned from the past that we cannot trust anything that these people present as solid to us, because we've suffered so much from the past. So, you know, we're all traumatized, and I know we are. So I say, grow your own food and eliminate codependency off of any type of, we don't need no third party to show us what we know how to do naturally. Because of the age of information, we already have access. You can go on YouTube and fix your own car. And a lot of people that make money off of ignorance, they would hate for somebody like me or others to come out and let you know this. This is the way to be. Independent. As far as your family and everything, grow your own food. They're poisoning everything that we go by. So they poison us, we buy our disease, then we get sick, and then we pay for the stuff that's killing us more than the disease. So you're definitely getting fattened for the kill. And then if you want to get deeper down the rabbit hole, just to become a food source for some type of vampire / cannibal type entity in disguise as a human. And you have to understand that since the beginning, our creation, man and woman, because I'm not identifying by race, I'm talking about by what we are, man and women. That's it. And as long as you stay within those realms of yourself, you will know that you come with an instruction manual that is divine, that gives you immortality. Because if you really think about it, nobody's lifespan start shortening until they start eating what they weren't supposed to. I can't feed a cow flesh and don't think I'm not going to shorten its lifespan, because a cow eats what? Hay and grass. So, you have to feed things according to its instruction manual. So it's that simple sometimes, instead of eating what they tell us to eat what you're supposed to eat. And I'll stress it again, fruits and vegetables. Eat according to your teeth. If you only have a few canines, that means you don't need to be eating like a lion or a bear. So in the next 10 years, if we continue to follow the instructions of the machine or the matrix, we will be extinct. Or we will be so zombified, because the zombie apocalypse is already in movement. But everybody will be so zombified that they'll have to connect to some type of form of artificial intelligence in order to keep living, to prolong their life. So that's the summary, man. 2012 in the Mayan calendar was doomsday, and that actually was 2021, because 2012 was 2012 in Ethiopia, and they stuck probably more closer to how the cycles of the stars and the moon and everything and the movements, astronomy, than anyone. So according to that, I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Artificial intelligence versus natural light. Ancient Nine Mystery School, Saint Germain.